Numbers part 3. Balaam's first oracle. And Balaam said to Balak, "Build for me 7 altars, and prepare for me 7 bulls, 7 rams." And the Lord put a word in Balaam's mouth and said, "Return to Balak, and thus you shall speak. It's about a poem blessing Israel." And Balak said to Balaam, "What have you done to me? I took you to curse my enemies, and behold, you have done nothing but bless them." Balaam's second oracle. Again, they built 7 altars to sacrifice, and the word that comes to Balaam is a poem and say, "Behold, I have received a command to bless. He has blessed, and I cannot revoke it." Balak wants to try a third time, so they go to the top of Peor. Again, they sacrifice 7 bulls and 7 rams. Balaam's third oracle. And the Spirit of God came upon him, and he took up his discourse and said, again, a poem about Israel being blessed. Balak gets angry and sends him away. "And now, behold, I am going to my people. Come, I will let you know what this people will do to your people in the later days." Balaam's final oracle. "A star shall come out of Jacob. It shall crush the forehead of Moab and break down all the sons of Sheth. Edom shall be dispossessed, Seir also." Then he looked on Amalek and took up his discourse and said, "Amalek was the first among the nations, but its end is but utter destruction." And he looked on the Canaanite and took up his discourse and said, "Cain shall be burned, but ships shall come from Kittim. He too shall come to utter destruction." Then Balaam rose and went back to his place, and Balak also went his way. Baal worship at Peor. While Israel lived in Shittim, the people began to whore with the daughters of Moab. These invited the people. They invited the people to the sacrifices of their gods, and the people ate and bowed down to their gods. So Israel yoked himself to the Baal of Peor, and the anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel. Nevertheless, those who died by the plague were 24,000. The zeal of Pinehas. And the Lord said to Moses, "Pinehas, the son of Eleazar, son of Aaron the priest, has turned back from my wrath from the people of Israel, and that he was jealous with my jealousy among them, so that I did not consume the people of Israel in my jealousy. Therefore say, behold, I give to him my covenant of peace, and it shall be to him and to his descendants after him the covenant of the perpetual priesthood, because he was jealous for his God and made atonement for the people of Israel." Talks about the slain man of Israel who was killed with the Midianite woman. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Harass the Midianites, strike them down, for they have harassed you with their vials, with which they beguiled you in the matter of Peor, and in the matter of Cosbi, the daughter of the chief of Midian, their sister, who was killed on the day of the plague on account of Peor." Census of the new generation. These were those listed by Moses and Eleazar the priest, who listed the people of Israel in the plains of Moab by the Jordan at Jericho. The daughters of Zelophehad. The daughters of Zelophehad asked for a portion of their father's inheritance, since he died and had no sons. Moses asked God. God says the women are right and to have a portion of what would have been their father's. Joshua to succeed Moses. Who shall go out before them and come in before them? Who shall lead them out and bring them in? And Moses did as the Lord commanded him. He took Joshua and made him stand before Eleazar the priest and the whole congregation, and he laid his hands on him and commissioned him as the Lord directed through Moses. These ones I'll skip. Daily offerings, Sabbath offerings, monthly offerings, Passover offerings, offerings for the Feast of Weeks, offerings for the Feast of Trumpets, offerings for the Day of Atonement, offerings for the Feast of Booths, men in vows, women in vows, and they're just mainly about commands on how to prepare animals for specific sacrifices, holidays, and offerings. Vengeance on Midian. 1,000 men from each tribe were to go to war. They killed the kings of Midian, and took all the spoil, and all the plunder, and all their cows, their flocks, and all their goods. Moses said to them, Have you let all the women live? Behold, these on Balaam's advice caused the people of Israel to act treacherously against the Lord in the incident of Peor. And so the plague came among the congregation of the Lord. Therefore, kill every male among the little ones, and kill every woman who has known man by lying with him. But all the young girls who have not known man by lying with him, keep alive for yourselves. Reuben and Gad settled in Gilead. And they said, If we have found favor in your sight, let this land be given to your servants for a possession. Do not take us across the Jordan. But Moses said to the people of Gad and to the people of Reuben, Shall your brothers go to war while you sit here? They agree to go and take up arms with Israel, and to leave the animals, women, children behind till war's over, then return. They captured Gilead and other villages. Recounting Israel's journey. Moses wrote down their starting places stage by stage by command of the Lord. Drive out the inhabitants. Then you shall drive out all the inhabitants of the land from before you, and destroy all their figured stones, and destroy all their metal images, and demolish all their high places. Boundaries of the land. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Command the people of Israel, and say to them, When you enter the land of Canaan, this is the land that shall fall to you for an inheritance, the land of Canaan as defined by its borders. Your south side shall be from ... This is the land that you shall inherit by lot, which the Lord has commanded to give to the 9 tribes and to the half tribe. List the tribal chiefs. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, These are the names of the men who shall divide the land to you for inheritance. Cities for the Levites. The cities that you give to the Levites shall be the 6 cities of refuge, where you shall permit the manslayer to flee. And in addition to them, you shall give 42 cities. All the cities that you shall give to the Levites shall be 48 with their pasture lands. Cities of refuge. The city shall be for you a refuge from the avenger, that the manslayer may not die until he stands before a congregation for judgment. And the cities that you give shall be your 6 cities of refuge. But if he struck him down with an iron object so that he died, he is a murderer. But if he pushed him suddenly without enmity, or hurled anything on him without lying in wait, then the congregation shall judge between the manslayer and the avenger of blood in accordance with these rules. Marriage of female heirs. The people of Gilead spoke before Moses and the chiefs concerning the daughters of Zelophehad. But if they had married to any of the sons of the other tribes of the people of Israel, then their inheritance will be taken from the inheritance of our fathers and added to the inheritance of the tribe into which they marry. So it will be taken away from the lot of our inheritance. This is what the Lord commands concerning the daughters of Zelophehad. Let them marry whom they think best, only they shall marry within the clan of the tribe of their father. The inheritance of the people of Israel shall not be transferred from one tribe to another. The end of Numbers.